Alright guys, welcome back to Persona 3 Reload. Last we met Persona 3 Reload. If I remember correctly, it was just Tartarus last part. We were finishing up our adventures in Tartarus. I believe I showed off the Reaper and how he works in the context of Reload. Or at least the way to, whatchamacallit, manipulate the Reaper, cheese the Reaper in, with the use of theurgy attacks, which, excuse me. The Reaper, overall, isn't really a hard fight once you get to a high enough level anyway, but there is some programming quirk that I actually just learned about today, that apparently that the Reaper checks for certain ailments. So if you end up getting, like, I think it's fear is one of them, but if you inflict yourself with fear, and then have a persona that reflects physical attacks, the Reaper will do nothing but throw physical attacks at you, and as a result, when the persona that reflects physical attacks reflects it back, the Reaper will just kill himself eventually, which is kind of funny, but you just have to inflict yourself with fear, which is easier said than, it's pretty easy to do with an odd morsel, but it's also, the odd morsel is random in terms of what effect it gives off. Oh yeah, right. I got to do the. I for some reason decide to do the medicine, despite the fact that my social stats are at maxed. But there will be a point when I kind of stop doing this because by the time my schedule that I had laid out said that we reached our max social stats, I stopped caring about social stats, obviously, so I stopped going. Oh no, I wasn't doing that. I was getting something else. Oh, I know what I was getting. That's for Elizabeth. Elizabeth has a request where you need to bring her potent medicine. And, well, yeah, that's pretty obvious. Just go to the nurse's office and talk to him, and he'll give you the potent medicine. Though, for some reason, the liquid in the cup, the liquid looked exactly the fucking same as what we just drank. So... but whatever, but, yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah, because since it's the day after a Tartarus exploration, I'm basically going around and doing my post-Tartarus work, which is take some medicine, fulfill any requests, to finish up with Elizabeth, and then sell, all of the materials I get once I'm done, at the police station. And since I killed the Reaper, like, what, 4 fucking times? I think I have, like, yeah, you get 100,000 yen for every bloody button, and I killed the Reaper, like, 3 times, with grinding, because I was having way too much fun with that. I could also sell all the old equipment from my previous playthrough, but I'm not going to do that until... I think I don't do that until towards the end of the game, but, that's way later. Because at the time of recording, I have finished the playthrough of the game. So in terms of gameplay recording, everything is done. I just have to do the fucking commentary. But I'm not sure how long this playthrough is gonna be. Because Persona 3 originally isn't as long as Persona 5. But I'm also not taking into account how much stuff was added into Persona 3 Reload, like the social link and the linked episodes. And, the random, and, and that includes, like, Ryoji's social link, and, the random interactions with Strega. Yeah, spoiler alert, that is another thing, is that there were some, what was I saying? There are some interactions with Strega that were added in Reload. Who's Strega? We'll meet him later. Yeah, I think, yeah, we actually do meet him, I think, in the next... Or, no, we at least hear about them in the next Full Moon battle. Yuko was pissed, wasn't she? I've missed a lot of practice lately. Oh, by the way, at the time of this recording, Persona 3 Reload's about a year old. Yay! Actually, yeah, I think it's a little over a year old at this point. Because yeah, it is because it came out back in February, and I remember that because the day after I beat the reload, I got COVID. So there's a joke in there somewhere, but I'm not gonna make it, and mainly because I can't really think about it right now. But yeah, like legit, the day after I beat reload for the first time on my I got COVID right after. It's a little weird that I also got sick right after beating Reload again for the Let's Play. So I'm a little, concerned about this game. Something Persona 3 is doing something to me.
He's only 5, you know? There's still so much he hasn't done yet. So I made a deal with my nephew. Just, don't laugh, okay? If I become #1 in Japan, he'll agree to go through rehab. That's why I have to win this meet, so I can make it to nationals.
Where's the laugh option? That would have been funny as hell. I would never choose it, but it would have been a funny one. It would have been funny as hell just to have on there.
Sorry for all the trouble I've caused.
I mean, we got a dialogue prompt talking about how we can blame a child for their parents' divorce, but we can't have one that's laughing at somebody. There is one where you laugh at Kenji later later on in his social link. There is one there, but that doesn't do anything in all honesty.
Yuko has good instincts when it comes to this stuff, so she might say something to you. Tell her to come talk to me if she does. I don't want to drag you into this any deeper.
Yeah, sorry to spoil this for you, but you got like 5 ranks left in this. You're gonna drag me deeper into this.
Oh, it's you.
Let's go to Tartarus. We just got back from Tartarus. Well, let's go again.
I suppose.
Let me think. Nice.
Hey.
Oh, I think I know why I revisited Junpei's dialogue, because I thought it was that dialogue. I think I mentioned the dialogue earlier, but I didn't remember that it was Tartarus dialogue and not just regular dialogue. But Junpei makes a joke to the fact that he likes Mitsuru's voice for navigation because it feels like getting stepped on. And I don't know, Junpei's got his kinks, and we don't. I guess we're not allowed to kink shame anymore, so I'm not gonna say anything. Man, they don't even try with the animation. He's not picking up any food, and he's not opening his mouth. Worst game ever. How could anyone give this a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10? They didn't even try with the animations. This is, like, worse than anything Invincible has ever done. God, I hate that show. How'd that sound? Is that good enough for the rage bait? Yes, by the way, at the time of this recording, Invincible Season 3... by the way, I say that a lot, don't I? At the time of this recording. But at the time of this recording, Invincible Season 3 has started, and I actually watched Invincible last year when it... when Season 2 was still coming out, and I really did. I actually really did like both seasons, and Season 3 is off to a really strong start. In fact, you can kind of tell I was watching Invincible at the time, because I make an Invincible reference in my Sonic 06 Let's Play, where when Mephiles is dying in his final boss fight against Shadow, I put in an Invincible title card as a reference. That was also it could have just been seen as, I just know about that joke.
Sorry, man, but I've got to pass this time.
You invited me.
I forgot I have to go check out that cram school today. Sorry, man. No time for ramen today. I mean, getting into
You invited me, you fucker.
You think about
future too, right?
Not even a little. I am totally boned.
Oh, dude, I didn't know you were so serious about your future. I never really thought about my future until Emiri told me I should. She said I'd end up a loser if I didn't. But the future's a long way off. I mean, I still have to go to college first, right? Apparently, a bunch of Emiri's students go to good colleges. She must be thinking about our future together. You wanna
Yeah,
think about your future too?
totally.
I'd hate to see you end up becoming a loser, you know? That's why we gotta work.
Ah, don't worry. Don't worry. I feel like I won't become a loser. Trust me. Damn, we really are at rank 6 already with him? I can't remember. I always can't remember. I know he's the first social link you start in the series, in this game, but I can't really remember. You know, I can't really think of who usually is my first social link to finish, in every game. You know, that's kind of the thing I've always wondered. Like, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. Oh, what now?
Welcome back. With that, we have all the second years present.
So, what exactly are we all here for?
Ah, I had planned to give Yamagishi a tour of the dorm, but I realized I never actually showed it properly to any of you since you moved in.
Yeah, you're like 4 fucking months late.
Ready to make it up to you all.
A little late. Oh, you should have said it.
You've kind of been living here all this time. I think we get the picture by now.
If any one of us needs it, it's you. You do realize if you screw around and break something, you'll get us all in trouble, right?
Oh, come on. I'm getting by just fine. In fact, I know the place so well, I could give you a tour myself.
You'll make a great assistant then.
Okay, we could do this, but as long as I get to hang out with a social link after this.
Members, I'd like to expand our access to facilities.
Wait, new stuff? Sweet.
So yeah, this section's actually just a glorified tutorial of a bunch of stuff we're about to learn how to use throughout the dorm. Because this was another thing that was added to Reload was certain dorm activities. I believe we already mentioned the gardening up on the rooftop. But there's a lot more that was added.
For setting this up for me.
The first one that I think we're about to learn about first is the kitchen, yes. So there are times where some of your party members are going to want to cook with you, and
I didn't realize the kitchen was so
you can do that. And when you do that, after a certain amount of time, they'll gain a new ability for their theurgy, or just a passive perk in general, and also you get a free item out of it. I say free, but it's like you gotta sit through dialogue, I guess. And you also consume time. Also, the fridge is also communal, and you can use it to store an item. Well, you need to use it actually for really one item for Elizabeth's request.
Come here to get hot water. What about you?
If you care about eating a balanced diet,
And then there's the
but it's not as
then out in the lounge area, there is also the DVD player that Fuuka actually gives you. She'll mention it in a minute. Where basically you can use that to watch a movie with your allies once again, and at the same time, again, you gain another ability for the theurgy attacks, or just a passive perk in general, if I remember correctly. Like, one of those two.
half the work but double the flavor.
And then
I should try it next time.
basically everything you do in the dorms with your friends after a certain amount of time will give you some sort of perk in battle. I think it's like 3 times most of the time. It's after 3 times you get the perk. And also and this is actually exclusive to Mitsuru, Fuuka, Yukari, and Aigis. You get a social stat point with them if you hang out with them in the dorm too. So that's another reason to do stuff in the dorm too. You get a free social link point with your female social links here. So that's helpful.
If I took it to my room, I'd be watching alone on my laptop. I hoped you all might make better use of it. And besides,
Hell yeah, I can watch my DVD box set of Batman the Animated Series up in this bitch.
it'd be a perfect.
I'm on the episode with that introduces Mr. Freeze.
Maybe this would be a good place. There are some movies I've been wanting to see, but I'd I'd rather not watch them alone.
What's this? Is Yucatan afraid to watch horror flicks?
No, she just doesn't want to suffer through the entirety of Madam Web by herself.
Hard to imagine you're even the same person.
Or Kraven.
What exactly is that supposed to mean?
I can't believe I suffered through that by myself, by the way. And I'm talking in theaters. I was the only person in my showing of Kraven the Hunter, and I'm still pissed at that fact today. Like, man, I was like, the whole time I was wishing someone was in there with me, just so I didn't have to suffer alone. Realizing I wasted my money. I mean, it's not the worst movie I've ever seen, but Jesus Christ, it was not good. I can't remember anything that happened in it besides Rhino making that weird-ass sound after finding out that Kraven survived. So I can't remember what the reason was, but, like, someone reported something to Rhino, and he, like, makes, like, this weird sound. It's like, or something like that. It's like, it's weird to explain. I'd have to have future me cut to it.
The Kravenov hit failed. All of our guys are dead.
To explain what that sound is, because it's like, it's so fucking weird. It is like the most bizarre sound that anyone makes when finding out that someone failed something, escaped from something. You know, usually you scream or you slam a table or some shit. No, you don't go. It's like, you say, that sounds more like you're getting possessed by Satan or some shit.
Maybe I'll try reading here as well.
Too bad I can't read.
Always coming and going from the lounge, so I could see this place being less distracting.
Until the vending machine doesn't work and they start hitting it. There we go. I did not mean to do that. Anyway.
Any piece of literature is a means of broadening one's horizons.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Just one thing, Iori. When you finish a manga, put it back on the shelf. I don't want to see them piled up on tables and chairs.
Aye, aye.
Jeez. Keep an eye on Junpei so he doesn't...
Not his mom. In fact, I'm pretty sure his mom's dead. Hold on. It's like, wait, hold on. Everyone here, raise your hands if your mom's not dead. Okay, there's a lot less hands that should be... There's a lot less hands that should be down. It's like, okay, a lot of you guys should not be... Okay, a lot of you guys shouldn't have raised your hands.
I can hear him now. Eat your veggies.
Yeah, he said that to me.
That sounds about right. With a terrible smell.
Okay, yeah, you guys weren't here for that, but yeah, he did do all that.
I hear you're the one taking care of it. Looks like it's shaping up quite nicely. The chairman was right.
I have not checked this thing ever since I put this on here.
You okay doing this all on your own?
You're in charge now, here.
Oh yeah? You like this kind of stuff? Gotta admit, looks kind of fun. Maybe we'll be raking in the harvest after a while. When that time comes,
Junpei, you should not be doing that on the roof, because I'm about to throw you off of it.
Why don't you use that energy to help him with the garden?
The more time and care you put into this kind of work, the better the results. Cooperating with someone on this may be worth your time.
Now, as I was saying, though, with the dorm activities, not every party member can do all of the dorm activities. There are some that just don't do them at all. For example, Akihiko does not show any interest in gardening at all, but you can still like cook, watch movies, and I believe. Oh, that's it. Yeah, you can still cook and watch movies with them. Mitsuru doesn't show any interest in gardening either. She only does reading, cooking, and yeah, just they at least have 2 to each of them. I think the only exception is Igus, because she's interested in. The only one she doesn't do is movies, because she does help you with the planters, and she does want to read Yakuza books, and she doesn't do cooking. Never mind.
This may be coming a little late for most of you, but welcome to the
Yeah, I had quite a welcome. I had to hold a gun to my head on my third day here. Oh, hey, my package! Yay, my watch! Yeah, but like that little smiley face over their heads, that means that they can do a dorm activity. But I'm currently using the fridge to chill my lukewarm taiyaki in there because that is also a request for Elizabeth, and I'm just trying to whatchamacallit, get that ready so I can give it to her when the time comes.
I see.
But usually, if they have a smiley face over their heads, that means that they want to do something related to the dorm. Which tonight everybody wants to do something except for Akihiko. Akihiko wants to be an edgy little bitch and polish his boxing gloves. But what was I saying? But you know, everyone has like their two preferences for their dorm activities. You just have to. I mean, it's a little bit based off their character, and also just kind of, you know, it's kind of unfair to have. It would also just kind of be a hassle to have them all have 4 interests and 4 different perks. So just give them 2 perks and move on.
All right. If you insist, I'll give you my autograph. It's always a pleasure to meet a fan.
Who are you?
Oh my. It's so very difficult being famous. I can hardly go anywhere without being recognized. I'm sure you've seen the home shopping program, Tanaka's Amazing Commodities. Yes? Allow me to introduce myself. That's right. I'm Tanaka himself. Surely you've heard the name. I'm afraid I can't offer any returns on your 40,000 yen, but I've autographed my business card for you. Hold on to that. It'll be worth a pretty penny in a year or so. And with that,
How much do you guys want to bet that in Persona 6, if they do Tanaka in that game, he's gonna invest in crypto? Like, he's gonna try to have us invest in crypto. I just wanted to mention. I feel like he would, because I don't think I ever showed him off back in Persona 5. But if you repaired the laptop in Persona 5, you can log on to Tanaka's Shady Commodities, which is basically another shop for Joker to use. But, you know, it was a weird tradition because, you know, Persona 3 and 4 had Tanaka's shop be, you know, on TV. And there is a shopping channel in Persona 5, but it's not Tanaka's. So I wonder if Persona 6 is going to have him try to make us invest in crypto. I wonder what he would call it. Commodities? You know, like probably Commodity Coin or something like that.
don't get cute with me. You think you can get away with anything with that pretty face of yours? Oh, silly me. I've let you in on my little secret, haven't I? Don't tell anyone, okay? Please, I'll lick your shoes.
Ew.
If you want me to.
I don't care. No.
Really? Did you promise? You better be ready to cross your heart and hope to die if you're lying to me. A verbal agreement is a form of contract, and if you breach it,
Hey,
I'll sue your
he's a minor. You can't be doing that.
your adorable little face etched into my
I must be a real fan of Diddy. Yes, this is another social link. Tanaka's social link is exclusively at night in Polonium Mall. And yeah, I think he's one of... There's only 2 social links that happen at night, and they're both in Polonium Mall for some reason. I mean, technically one is in Club Escapade, but it's still in Polonium Mall, so I'm counting it. But yeah, he's the Devil Arcana, and honestly, Tanaka's social link is a pretty standard thing. It's just learning about how much of a shitty businessman he is. Or more, just accurately, how much of a piece of shit he is. Like, he'll be talking about... Like, he'll be talking about scummy bullshit the whole time.
polishing, you'll sparkle. I often take my breaks here. I'd be happy to mold your young mind whenever you wish.
Hmm?
Have you heard? Serious? By the way,
Is this where we're learning about our new club? Oh God. Every time Itagawa pops up on screen, I just know I'm gonna be mashing the hell out of the X button because I do not care. He always chooses us. Yeah, damn right they should be. I'm number 1 in the class, aren't I? We've taken exams, right? And I'm still number 1. Suck it, losers. Suck it. Okay, yeah, so it is our club. Alright. Well, we aren't going to be learning about that in this part because we got like 2 seconds left. And also, I'm ending the session. So the next time we meet in Persona 3 Reload, we're going to be actually learning about the art club, which, by the way, is another social link. And, yeah, we're just going to be doing more social link stuff. So see you guys next time, and take care.